Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Robert will be here in a second.
Let's see who's on. Carrie, Louise, Carol, how are you tonight?
Missed you last week.
Nancy, Julie, Darlene, Kathy, Beverly, how are you tonight? Janice, Cindy, Diane, Debbie, welcome. Welcome. We'll wait for a few minutes. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Jen. Hope you're feeling better.
Welcome, everyone.
So, well, we were hoping to get some shots from VDTA, but they're pretty strict about that, so
yeah.
we just have to tell you stuff.
All kinds of stuff. That was a great show. I had a good time.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Mary. Cheryl, welcome. I think there's some announcements over there somewhere, Joan. Probably.
Here. So we are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sew Machines Express. We do this every Tuesday, almost every Tuesday, from 6 to 7 Central Time. And announcements. Well, we're moving tomorrow. This was our last day open at this location. I'm a little bit sad about it. Sort of. Like, I have mixed feelings. Like, it's going to be good at the new location, but, you know, we've been here for 5 years, and it's kind of like moving out of your first home.
Yeah, this is our roots,
your childhood home where you grew up, and then you're like, I don't know. But it'll be good. So, announcements. Diamond Skill, I think this is full. There might be one more seat. 7 classes. It's the Diamond Skill Builder Quilt Hoop by Hoop Sisters. It's an all in the hoop embroidery class. $280 for 7 classes. Includes the program, design, CD, and fabric.
Hi, Teresa.
Oh, it even said, if I could read. I didn't read these beforehand. It says 1 spot open. Let's Surge 1. It's a popular class. This will be at the new store in Olathe. 8-week program, May 7th to June 25th, 10:30 to 1:30. I can't say enough good things about that class.
Hi, Georgia. Hi, Ann. Hi, Karen.
And I have some things I took pictures from one of our vendors that they don't care if we take pictures. This cute, super cute little baby dress.
Hi, Carla.
She made entirely with the serger. When you look at it first glance, you're like, oh, what a cool plaid. It was just pink fabric that she had sewed on. I'll post that on our Facebook page so that you can see it too.
Well, we do have a couple things to upload. We've got your video with Alex Anderson, which was pretty fun.
They have a new quilt design software coming out.
New rulers.
Yeah. That'll be fun too. Where was I? Oh, serger class. Sergers are fun. Kimberbell, May, at Windmill Sewing Center. Collage quilting in the hoop. Your beautiful tea towel. It's $25 for class, $175 for the year, 8 classes left. That's prorated. Normally it's $250. Bernina Serger event. This will be at August 16th. So if you're thinking about a new serger, this is the event you want to go to. This is not for people who already own the top of the line Bernina sergers. This is for people thinking about one. And I think it's $99. Yep, $99. Nancy Bednar, she's a Bernina educator. And I think they're doing a bolster pillow. Those are always fun. You can put it next to your Kimberbell bench pillow.
Yeah. Yes.
Beginning quilt piecing, September 9th through the 30th. Wow, I can't believe we're talking about September already.
You know, it just flies by, Joan.
$60 for that class. Basic cutting squills.
Do you got any cutting squills?
I have all kinds of squills. Fabrics, color selection, 1/4 inch seam, how to trim and press. Pressing is one of those things. I see people doing this all the time, and you're supposed to do this.
Oh, Nina Bonnie's in the house. Hello,
Hi,
Nina.
Beginning quilting, which is with your walking foot, is October 7th through the 28th. $60 for that class. Table Runner Club. I have a show and tell for that.
Hi, Cecilia. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
Table Runner Club. Oh, and there's a note on it. Let me turn it right side up. Maker is Susan Byrne.
Hi, Lana. How are you?
Oh, it looks like we quilted this here, too. It's got a really cute quilting pattern on it.
Yeah.
I
like that.
See that?
Hold on. Molly is zooming in for you guys.
Okay. Here, let me hold it over again. That's the Too Simple quilt pattern. Normally we don't use that on geometric patterns, but this one looks good. Quilt shows coming up. Oh, AccuQuilt Thread Club. Or not Thread Club, AccuQuilt Club. I've been working all day.
Hi, Corinne. How are you?
May 19th, 10:30 or 5:30. And we've got one more month of the project that we're working on now. We will be starting a new project. I should have that up on the website soon for you to sign up, whether you want the pattern or you want the pattern in the kit. Quilt shows. Common Thread Quilt Show is in Wichita, which is not too far for a quilt show. It's a really good show. June 24th and 25th. Ozark Peace Milkers. Let me just get some water. Let's just start over. Hello, everyone. Peacemakers. And I apologize to any guild members. That was not intentional. That is September 29th through October 1st. And then AQS Branson 2023. Boy, that's going to be tight.
Don't know anything about that show yet.
Well, then I'm not going to put the dates on it. Kansas City Regional Quilt Festival is next year too, June 15th through 17th. We are in all of those shows. We will be there.
Tom, how are you tonight, sir?
And that's it for the announcements. So we're only going to go over our blog tonight. We don't have anything extra special to show you except what we're working on with our
Thread of the Month Club.
Thread of the Month.
Let's show the Thread of the Month there.
Canary.
Canary.
It is color number 2120.
Amber Coffee's in the house.
Hello, Amber. Color in, and so 15% off if you buy it tonight. They're $14.49, I think. And if you're in the Thread Club, they're 20% off. We're still waiting for boxes to come in for the Thread Club. They will continue to make them. It's just availability. So
for those ladies who have offered to help us kind of put the shop back together, Amber, Georgia, we will get with you guys kind of when we get there and get things where it'll be ready to kind of organize. So we'll reach out to you guys.
Yep. Appreciate the help. So this week's pattern is on the website, and it is the finishing instructions for our quilt. This week's kit is $39.63, and you can see it's a lot of fabric. So what I'm going to show you tonight is an easy way to cut your sashings.
39. What was the rest?
$39.63
Okay.
was the kit cost. And so the kits, we're moving tomorrow, so it might be a week before you get your kits. Maybe not. If we can get Carrie set up in her office pretty quickly, we might be able to get those out by Friday.
So a couple viewer questions for
Okay.
you. Mary asks, are you still open?
This is our last day open here at this location.
So we hope to open on Monday.
Monday.
We hope, depending on making sure that we have all our permits and such.
Yep.
But we will get something out on Facebook and emails and everything
Yep.
else. So we'll definitely let
And
you
you
know.
can always call us. Phones will go down tomorrow, but you can still leave us a voicemail. We have the ability to pick up voicemail because our phone system is in the cloud. So if you have an urgent thing, like you have a problem with your long arm, just give us a call and we will get back to you.
Lena had a question. She has some airfill thread that is on red spools and some on blue spools. What's the difference?
The weight of the thread. So these orange spools are 50 weight, and that's primarily what we carry in the store. The blue spools, the green spools, I think are 40 weight. Blue, I don't know right off the top of my head. I'd have to get the aerofill thread chart. Can you hand me that right there?
And yes, our phone number will be the same, so the phone number will transfer.
Yep. So it doesn't tell me what color the spools are. So it's either going to be 12 weight, 28, 40 weight, or 50 weight. So, and I think they have a different color for wool thread, and they have a different color for embroidery floss, which they make that as well. So that would be the difference in the color of the spools. Primarily ours, see an orange spool, it's 50 weight, and that's what we sell here. Primarily. We do have some 40 weight. But hope that answers your question.
Let's see, what else?
Other questions?
You want to post the address? 16175.
The new address. It is at 135th in Broham. Did I say that right?
So, I don't
Okay.
know. 135th. I timed it on the GPS today. It's 13 minutes from where we are today.
Which route did you take? Freeway or?
That one was freeway. City was the same.
Yeah.
So, either way.
Yeah, I
About the same.
find that, depending on the time of day, I can get through the city a little faster taking the side streets. If it's like 5:30, I'll be on
There's
the
some
side.
construction and stuff going on
Yeah.
too. Antioch's under construction. And what is it?
135th is not.
Yeah, 135th is not under construction.
So come see us. Grand opening, we're still talking about June.
Yep.
Trying to get the dates for that finalized. You will not want to miss that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yep, lots of free stuff, lots of giveaways.
Vendors.
A lot of our vendors have said, I want to go.
Yeah.
And we said, okay, bring free stuff. So it'll be a really good time. We'll have cookies and all kinds. It'll be a party without the disco wall.
So Corinne said it's Brome.
Brome?
Pretend like it's spelled Brome. Brome. It's a weird name street, but
I
anyway.
grew up with the phonics sounded out. It's Brogham.
Yeah.
Brome. Okay. Brome at 135th. It's right across the street from Kohl's on
In the Olathe
135th,
Library.
which now has a Sephora in it.
Yeah.
I might have to go visit. Okay, on to our blog. This is up there. You can download that now. We were talking about a little bit of a delay in getting these to you. We should be getting our internet connection at the new building tomorrow, so hopefully by Friday, Carrie will be up and running with her desk, and she can mail these out to you.
Hello, Mrs. Cranford. How are you tonight?
So, okay. So, cutting sashing with your AccuQuilt cutter. So, it seems a little bit counterintuitive. You would think, okay, I'm going to, lay my fabric across here, and then I'm going to cut my 16-inch pieces. That's not what we're going to do. So, I've already cut a couple because you don't want to watch me cut. Your sashing for this quilt, and all my blocks, yeah, they're there, is 16.5 inches. So you're going to cut your width of fabric 16.5 inches. And then you're going to fold it, you're going to line it up with this line on your die, this one. And I have a new die, I haven't tried it out yet, so hopefully it's going to work well. I'm going to make sure that my salvage is not part of my quilt. And then I'm going to fold this over so we can still get 6 layers. And I'm being careful to make sure that these are lined up the correct way. And so I can get, how many pieces is this? So 3 times 4 is 12, 13, 14 pieces, 18 pieces out of one with the fabric. And I'm just making sure that all my pieces are lined up, that all my edges are correct.
Which die?
This is the 2.5 inch strip die. And I think it says it on, it doesn't say to use the 2.5 inch strip die, so I left it blank because if you wanted to rotary cut this, you can still follow these same instructions. You'll cut your 16.5 inch with the fabric, and then you're just going to rotary cut 2.5 inches. But if you have your strip die, this is better. Let me just straighten this out. And this is why I like the manual one and why I have both. Because if you've ever done this on your electric one, it takes a little bit for it to go through your rotary cutter, or your cutter, but this one is much faster, and it's a workout. And then just slide that die off, or the mat. And I like to pick up all of my waste. One of the things people say is, it wastes too much fabric. That's a huge amount, right? One slip of the ruler and you've wasted 16.5 inches. And here are my perfectly cut sashing pieces. So we're not going to sew the whole thing tonight. I'm only going to do a couple of pieces for you. I'll set this off to the side, set these over here, and we're going to cut some cornerstones. Cornerstones are done the same way. And so on the pattern, it's going to tell you which one is cornerstone and which one is binding. So you're going to bind in the same fabric as the cornerstone. Okay, I guess I am using the die out of the cube is what I gave you directions for. I'm going to cut this with the strip die. And I think I need 2 strips, so I'm just going to ruler cut 2 2.5 inch strips because I need 25. And I think I can get that out of 18 and 18 is 36, right? So I just need 2 2.5 inch strips. Just make sure I'm on the right line on my ruler. The ones with the half inch always throw me off a little bit. And 2. And then the rest of this is going to be for your binding. I think I can get 30. Can I get 25 at 18 and 18? Yeah. It's 36, right? Mm-hmm. Sorry, folks. I'm a little bit slow today. So, same thing you can do is just fold these across your die. Make sure that your salvage is off the edge right there. And just line the next one right up next to it.
Hi Jody, welcome to the show. We had such an interesting conversation with Alex Anderson.
Yeah.
She's such a fun lady. Very interesting. How she came up with the rulers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
She said, I want these lines and I want I want measurements
Yep.
to help me. Hi, Linda. How are you tonight?
And then just roll it through again. This way is much faster than cutting with the cubes to do squares.
Did we post what the color number was on the spool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Missed it. Slow.
And here are my perfect 2.5 inch squares. Had to have some extra room for the longer dies for this one. Is everybody caught up
Yeah, I'm caught up.
with the blocks?
Oh, sorry.
I actually spent some time this weekend sewing blocks to get caught up.
Yeah.
I had, I think, 4 that I had not completed. I'll have to introduce them to a new machine on the next project.
Yeah.
Maybe a Bernina. Okay, let me get my little guide here set in place.
Kathy said, oh, sure.
Oh, sure. Okay, so I also, the last thing I did last night was put my blocks in order. And so I don't have a picture of it, but I know that these blocks are in order, and I do need a picture of the quilt.
Okay.
Do you have your phone? You can pull it up.
Where is it?
It's on the webpage. And I may end up remaking this block. I think.
Well, can you snap it and just paste the link?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just post the link. Everybody can browse to it.
Yeah. That one I'm going to redo. I think I had my 1/4 inch a little bit off. And it's more than I would want to fudge into my block. So we could just start with the next row. Let's do that. So this one for me, and I can measure it. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, where you get your 1/4 inch off. And I am. So I'm off by quite a bit on this block. So I'm going to remake it before I quilt it into the quilt. It's just too much. I think I'm off by almost 1 inch. And it's good to see how much you can be off by, I think I was off by like a 1/16 of an inch when I measured it. And I have been eyeballing this block every time we did the show and going, it just doesn't look, okay, thanks, perfect. So every time I looked at this, this is almost 1 inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you're off by a 1/16 of an inch, it's going to put you off by a 1/2 inch. And let's show you how much I'm off on this block. Almost a little over 3/4 of an inch. And then if I look at my seams and I measure my seams, I'm off not 1/8, it's about a 1/16 of an inch. So I must not have been paying attention when I was piecing this one and I didn't have my 1/4 inch right.
Hi, Danita. How are you?
But it's a good example to show you.
Well, Mrs. Cranford had a comment that was asking, did you sew these blocks on 2 different machines?
I might have.
Right, because you were doing some at home on the DDL.
Yeah.
Did some on the Juki you know,
Mhm.
here. So
I don't remember which one this was the first one we did, but I have said in the past, start and finish your quilt on the same machine.
So I mean, that could be a little bit.
So, but don't worry, I'll use this for something else. I have this idea because I have lots of orphan blocks like this. I was thinking that I was going to take the apple core die and cut these blocks with using that. Just take the block, put the apple core over it, and cut pieced blocks out of it and make a really kind of interesting apple core wall hanging.
Okay.
With these orphaned blocks, because you know, I don't like to make the same quilt again.
So you just apple core them out?
Yeah. I'll let you
so
know.
You take a little bit of bites out of some blocks. And...
Yep.
I see.
Exactly.
Have any of you made apple core blocks? That's my question of the day.
Okay. So we have a sashing all the way around the quilt too. So sometimes when quilters design quilts, they won't have a sashing on the outside of the blocks. I did because I want that cornerstone up in the top like this too, on the outside of the block. So to piece this together, and this one turned out really well, you're just going to, and I have a little bit more fabric on this one. We're off by maybe 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch. So to compensate for that, if you've ever heard the expression saggy bottom, tight top, it always stuck with me because it was such bad fashion advice. So put the bigger portion towards your feed dogs, and your feed dogs will kind of work this fullness into your block. So,
well, that's a great tip.
Yeah. Saggy bottom, tight top. So I'm off by about that much, which is not a lot in quilting. So maybe about 1/4 of an inch. And we will make it work out just perfect. Yep. All set here. Might be time for a new needle too on this one. Just lining up my corner here. Whenever I'm working with long pieces like this, and so see there's a little bit of fullness in this, but I can iron this flat with just a little bit of steam. And so that's what I'll do probably after I put the border on. So you're just going to piece all of your pieces together in big rows, just like this, okay? So all of these pieces will go together, sashing on the outside of each row. Same thing with the cornerstones. So you're going to piece the cornerstone on the outside. And so with the sashing in between, you're going to piece this cornerstone block, and you'll have, I think it's 5, so 4, 6. So 4 blocks, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's right.
Hi, Lorianne. How are you? Welcome to the show.
It's 5. It's 5. 5 cornerstones across this. So you'll piece these and have 5 of them. And then when you go to piece your row, you'll be able to line up the cornerstones. You'll press the seam towards the lighter fabric, I believe, because you're going to press your sashing towards the, I don't have a good way to say that. So your block, you're going to press your sashing this way. Okay? So with the cornerstone, you're going to press the other way. You're going to press it towards the white, which breaks the rules of quilting, but it's a lot easier to press your sashing towards the, away from the block, than it is to press the cornerstone away from the block. So this will make that easier. And even with the cornerstones, when I'm piecing the sashing, and we see it quite a bit, not quite a bit, but we do see it.
Lana said there's no quilting police.
There's no quilting police.
Not on this show, there's no quilting police.
I'm not judgy at all.
No
you
way.
should see some of my, well, what was she thinking, quilts?
Oh.
So your sashing is going to piece this way, or press this way, towards the sashing. It shouldn't come through if you've got your seam alignment pretty good. It should not come through, but that's going to allow you, so the same way that I had to work this fullness into this is why I love quilts with sashing, because you can really be off on your block and your sashing just kind of solves that for you. So when I'm ending up piecing these pieces together, I'm still going to have fullness to work out, but my sashing, my cornerstone, is going to make sure that that lines up perfectly. So having that, because I've seen quilters, they'll make this one long strip and then just piece it that way. I don't do it that way because it's kind of easy. If you do it that way, you can have your blocks have a little bit of misalignment in them. And when you have a very, it's not necessarily a very geometric quilt, but when you have blocks that are in a row, it's really obvious when you're looking at the whole quilt all together. You're looking at a portion of it, you don't really see it, or if you're looking at an angle, but when it's hanging or something like that, you're hanging off the back of the couch,
Hi, Debbie.
those blocks being out of alignment will really show up. So even if I'm not doing a colored cornerstone, I will still do my cornerstone blocks this way just because it keeps my blocks in alignment. So if you're doing your own quilts, designing your own quilts, or you're doing a quilt that somebody else has designed and they have one long strip of fabric, cut out the cornerstones and do it that way.
Nancy, how are you? Welcome
Make
to the
sure
show.
your blocks are, all your blocks are in a row like ducks. Any questions?
Can't wait to see them finished.
I can't either.
Everybody send your pictures in if you finish, or when they're finished. So
When they're
yeah, we can
finished,
see
yeah.
them. Yeah,
Should we offer
Be
them
fun.
a discount for quilting?
of course.
Okay, if you bring this quilt in, we'll give you 15% off of the quilting if you have us quilt it.
Yeah.
I haven't picked out a quilting pattern yet. I have a couple that I really like, but I've used them a lot. So I've got to find a new favorite. So when I do, I'll share it with you. I think we are going to have a show next week as well.
Should, yeah. Hopefully at the new store.
Hopefully.
If not, we'll shoot from there anyway.
Even if we don't have the occupancy permit, we can be in there.
Of course. So we'll shoot from there anyway.
So we will. It's on. We will have a show next week, and we'll show
do
you
a tour.
a peek of the new store. Do you want to show them what the store all tore up looks like?
Nah, they don't want to see that.
It's naked in here. All of the quilts are gone. It echoes. It's just... and I'm a little bit sad. I'm more excited than I am sad. And I'm kind of surprised by the way I feel about leaving here. It's kind of, like leaving your first home. Living home for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, if any of you don't, some of you may not know the story, but, we just built the store and put some fabric in it and hoped that, customers would come in. So,
Field of Dreams.
Yeah, Field of Dreams kind of thing. And so we waited the first day and we were open.
And nobody came in.
I don't think anybody came in the first day. And so, that first week there were 2 or 3, that came in and, first sale. And, it was kind of Field of Dreams, and we just kept on building it from there. So, the new building is, a little Field of Dreams too, right? We're moving this store into a new one that's much bigger, and you guys really are going to love it. It's a beautiful store. There's a lot of parking.
Yeah.
Automatic doors for you ladies, so if you're bringing a sewing machine or something, you don't have to worry about trying to hold the door. Or any of you have been in here with our front door.
I can't tell you how many times I chased after a customer to go, hey, we're open, just because the door is so
it's
heavy.
Really sticky, and so we just don't have that anymore. So because they're automatic,
They're
just
automatic.
walk in. I think you've got a question here from Mrs. Cranford.
Okay.
What is the fastest way to get to the new store from Oak Grove? I
would get on.
I'd say 435 to 35.
Yep. But she's on 470, right?
Well, she'd take 470. Yeah.
470 to 435 to
35.
35
Yep.
south, and then take the Santa Fe exit, make a left. You're going to go down a hill and a little bit up a hill. We're at the top of the hill. As you're coming down it'll be 4 weeks before the sign is up.
Yeah,
but
signs take a while, guys, unfortunately.
We have they call it a monument sign. I've been calling it a pedestal sign.
Oh, it's a monument sign.
It's a
Nice.
monument sign.
There's a monument to you quilters out there.
It's 9
big
feet.
lights on
It's
them.
9 feet tall, so you won't be able to miss it. It's 6 foot wide and 9 feet tall. And
so
it's lit up.
we'll try to get some temporary signage out.
Yep.
We're working on a little banner. It's everything is just so backed up. So we'll try to have
There
signs.
is a stoplight you can turn right at or left at Brom.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also turn into AutoZone, and their parking lot connects to ours as well.
Debbie, we're going to try to open on Monday, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll see how the rest of the week goes. We'll send out some updates, so stay tuned on social media.
We'll take some pictures of the movers here and post them on Facebook, so you can see what Robert looks like in shorts and a baseball cap.
It would be it's on the right side if you're coming from the highway, Mrs. Cranford.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll get some pictures out and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, the ladies that are helping out, we'll get some information out to you and contact you when we're ready.
Yep.
And
Yeah. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. Yeah, moving into a new place. And we've kind of started our heart and soul here, but it's a continuation and a growth. We can offer more stuff to you guys. So lots more room.
I think my favorite thing about being here was getting to know all of you.
Yeah.
So
many great customers, so many great experiences. I mean, you guys have made us who we are today, and we thank you for that. And now we're going to go to the next chapter and build on that. So we're really, really, really excited.
New products. We'll be bringing in new products. Not right away, but definitely the Wonderfill thread.
We'll have the full Isacord. We'll have...
we are going to have the full Isacord. We have a small selection now. We're going to expand that.
Sam's Club. No, Sam's Club would be the other direction a little ways.
That's
Antioch and 135th. So
Antioch and 135th.
you need to come about another 6 or 7 minutes west.
Yeah.
So
we did look at a space there, but
didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
Yeah. So
That would have been a good location too. But I like the one we're at, and the colors are just wonderful.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it all finished. It's kind of like the movie The Money Pit. There's like all these people working today to, make sure that everything is done by Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. So we can't wait to see all of you there. And thank you for your support for the last 5 years here. And looking forward to a great future together.
Yeah. Let's see. Wish we lived closer so we could help you moving. We're celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary this Friday. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
That was Louise. So congratulations.
Louise.
Enjoy your evening.
Yeah. 50 is like silver, gold? Or is it platinum?
Don't know.
It should be platinum with diamonds.
Hi, Miranda. How are you? I know you're just getting on. I'll reach out to you when we're close on the move stuff. So.
Yep. Okay.
Giveaway.
Yes,
Oh.
we do have a giveaway tonight.
I'm
yes,
saying
thank
goodbye.
you, Molly.
Good night.
Yeah.
So we have. Do you want to do one or two? 'Cause I have
Sure,
two.
do two.
Two.
Yes.
We need two winners. So one of them is the Know Your Needles and Airfill Thread. Good selection in here. Some charcoal.
Hello, Susie. How are you
So
tonight?
we just need two winners.
Hey, Stephanie.
This is like one of the best books ever.
The Know Your Needles.
No kidding. Changing your needle size. This one has hand needles in it too. I think they all do. I just noticed it. Yeah. If you get one of these, read through it. There's so much information in here about needles that will solve so many problems. When I was sewing, I was like, oh, this needs a new needle, because I could hear it kind of making a tapping sound. And, when you've sewn for a while, you can just hear when there's a burr on your needle. So I know there is one on this. But we'll put all new needles in the machines before we put them back out. So
Nancy Bounds on that one.
Nancy Bounds, congratulations, getting a Know Your Needles.
Yeah. And Kathy Leader.
Kathy
Some thread.
Leader.
So hopefully you need some thread, Kathy.
So if you have not shopped with us before, I don't know if Nancy has. Name sounds familiar, but
Not sure.
please go to the website, register for Make It So we can get this in the mail to you, or you can come pick it up at the news store sometime next week.
I think she's actually in North Dakota.
North Dakota. Okay, so
we'll have to ship it to you.
We'll ship it to you, but please go to quiltershq.com, register for Make It So that we know how to ship it to you.
Yeah,
It's a great book.
Carrie will reach out to you. So.
Yep. Okay.
All right, guys. What's all the rules? Change your needle.
Check your needle.
Check your thread path.
Check your thread path. Oil your rotary hook or your rays.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I had that today.
Yep, we had a call today.
I had a call today, but not anything on her. Brand new long arm owner.
Yep.
And she said, I'm getting eyelashes on the bottom. And I said, your machine's not threaded right.
And she makes wonderful coffee cake.
She
made me some coffee cake while I was there setting it up. So she's a wonderful lady.
Yep.
So hats off to you, Linda. You're out there watching.
Yep. Well, if she's not, her friend is. But I don't think I got her friend's name. But
I don't remember. It was a long day.
It was a long day. Putting together a long arm is not an easy task. So, but.
All right, guys.
Signing off for the last time here.
At this store. We'll see you at the new one.
Yep. Can't wait.